Hi guys, welcome to this video. This is a new car, well new, I bought it 2 weeks ago and I've been driving it around a little bit already. It's particular for in the house and with a friend who has some carpet in the basement, so basically that's what I want to do with this car. It's just like a toy inside the house, or yeah, to take it now and then to my friend to do some racing, because he has a Kyosho Mini Z, so it will be cool to compete with that. The first part of the video here, I'll make a shortcut later, but the first part is just to show you what's inside the box, or how the car came basically. It's not an unboxing, as you can see, it's already out of the box, and I have been driving the car, and I had some issues with the car as well, but that's for later. Now just let's look at the content of the box. So the car came just like that inside the box. I don't have the body pins on, but I had to lower the body a little bit as well. But basically that's how the car was inside the box. The stickers were a little bit of an issue because they keep on coming loose. I actually had to use glue to get them basically sticking. I didn't use all the stickers either, just the lights basically and the front grille, and that's it. So I do think the car looks pretty nice actually. It's not a replica of any existing car, but it looks pretty cool. Then we'll come back to that later as well. The car is completely made out of carbon fiber, so that's a very nice spec for this little car. It seems to be very tough. Again, we'll come back to that later. So what else is in the box? You get this charger. The LiPo battery is a 650 milliamp, so that was in the box as well. It charges on the balance plug. I haven't tried charging it on this it's a JST connector. I haven't tried charging it on this, but I assume it will equally charge on that lead as well. But then this charger works, as you can see, on the balance plug as well, and that's basically how I've been charging it. I've been using this charger. The battery charges in 30 minutes really, and there's no point in using my bigger chargers for this battery only. Maybe if I get some other ones that I will actually use, I can charge multiple ones together. For European users, you'll need this because it comes with these connectors. So this is something that was not inside the box, so do keep that in mind. But apart from that, it's a full package. You don't need anything to make this car running apart from a standard FlySky protocol receiver, which I already had. So this car came down to $56. They gave me a discount on the site while I was watching it, like a one-time only discount. I think it was like $2 or $2.50 less, so I paid between $53 and $54, so that's very nice, with another $9 of shipping though. But then I did need some other parts from the international warehouse, and that's basically so two things combined, so that wasn't bad at all. I do think they're only available in the international warehouse, so you will need to order them from there. Well, I say only in the international warehouse. It could be that it's in the States as well, or maybe in Russia, or there are lots of warehouses now, but in Europe or UK I don't think they're available, so I did get it from the international warehouse. Right, so I'm gonna make a quick cut on this video and then we'll come back. Right, so I basically connected the battery, I turned on the car and the radio, and I took the body off so we can do the rest of the video. Now, just to give you an idea about the car has plenty of power. Then well, that's another story, but the servo I have here now is pretty fast, but there's a history behind it, because let me actually first turn off the car again and the radio. Let's go over the specs of the car. In my case, the car actually came with a broken servo, so I did the troubleshooting and I found that basically the original servo was broken. This car is the version 2 of the TZ4. So it means it has, as I understand, a slightly better board. And that's basically the only thing that changed on the car, and the main board here basically. Then the binding initially was very easy, just pressing the button and then do the standard binding procedure on the FlySky radio, and that was it, ready to run. The battery as well was fully charged as it arrived, which was a little bit strange. I didn't have to charge it at all. Runtime on the car is very, very, very good. It's even too much, I think, to finish one whole battery without actually stopping in between, because the motor gets a little bit warm. And I read on the internet that, or on some forums, that people have a lot of issues with the diffs binding. In my case, that's pretty smooth. All of them, basically the front and the rear diff, I don't see any issues with it. There's maybe a little bit too much toe out in the front. Apart from that, the car is assembled pretty well. Then the main issue that I had was the broken servo. So I have an RMA now with Hobby King. I found by connecting initially a very small servo that I had from one of my helicopters that it's not the board that has the problem, it's only the servo. I made the RMA. I don't want to send the car back because everything is good in the car, and maybe when I switch it I'll get one that's worse off than this one. So I just went ahead and bought a very cheap heli servo. It's a 6G servo, I think. As well, I didn't like the servo saver assembly at all. It didn't feel right. So seeing this is a very cheap servo, I just used the servo arm that came with this one. I left out the servo saver, and it is now basically pretty smooth. So you can see there's no hesitation, or it's pretty solid. With the servo saver, you couldn't really do this movement because it was kind of flexing too much there. I tried tightening it, but I really didn't like it. So even if I break the servo, it doesn't really matter because the servo was under $5, shipping included, from eBay. So yeah, even if I break it, I just get another one and that's it. So as I told earlier, the car has a complete carbon fiber chassis, even the top plate. Here are these plates. Basically, yeah, it's pretty solid because I banged it into the wall multiple times already, which is logical if you drive it inside the house. It seems pretty solid. The body as well. I'm pretty happy with the body. Apart from the stickers, as I said earlier, I had to use the glue basically to get them sticking, which is not. You can see that there's like white edges around it, and the edges tend to come loose again. So I don't know what's that with the body or with the stickers. That's just one thing. I obviously always can get a Kyosho Mini Z body on it, so that's another thing that I can do in the future. But for the moment, it's a very nice toy. It's something that you can do in between your lunch and your dessert, basically, just to chill a little bit. It's more for that reason that I bought it. Or for example, one day that I really want to drive an RC car and I cannot go out and I'm tired of the video gaming, so that's something I can do here as well. In a way, it is nice to do some power slides. You don't get enough angle on the steering, for example, to do real drifting, although it's not so bad. I could experiment locking the differentials, for example, or trying to lock them. For the moment I haven't done that. I'm just using the car as it is, so it's a pretty fun toy altogether. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll add in a small clip to give you some idea of how the car runs, or the speed of it at least. I generally drive it in my living room, but I'm just going to show a quick video of this car accelerating in the hallway. Do mind that it's a very slippery surface. I can get the speed, but the surface is not ideal. It's really made to run on carpet with these tires. I tried it on carpet, and the grip is really amazing. The cornering is very tight at high speed, maybe even a little bit too much, but you can adjust that on the radio easily. Then the throttle, I think the power is excellent. It could maybe have a little bit more. That's something I can look at later. Maybe a small brushless system that can be put on there. I do have some stuff laying around from my 1/18 scales that perhaps can fit on there. Maybe with a smaller ESC, but that might work actually. And yeah, that's it. So far, the small presentation of this car. There's not many people, I think, who actually have this car or are playing with this, so it's actually interesting to put on YouTube on my channel as well. So I hope you enjoy watching this. Do subscribe if you like my video, or give me a like. That's always a very nice compliment. And then I'll be watching, or I'll be seeing you soon. Thank you very much.